Hello, everybody. My name is Caesar.
And I'm Martha.
Happy New Year to everybody, and welcome back to the 36th episode of Inner Wider Screen, where
two idiots who know nothing about movies talk about movies.
we didn't mess up the intro.
We somehow didn't mess up the intro after a long break, which brings me to my next point. We need to come up with like punishments for ourselves because we remember leading up to winter break where we're both like, oh, we're gonna have so much time. We're gonna be able to release things on time. We're gonna watch so many movies. Winter break comes. We did not record a single.
We did not record over like the 2-week winter break at all.
So we apologize.
Yes.
We have shame. Shame.
I am ashamed. I did really want to record. It was just finding the time to do it. It was actually a lot harder than I was expecting it to be.
Rough, yeah.
And then this whole Omicron thing has been absolutely insane. So the world's just in a crazy place right now. Yeah. So, but it is a new year.
Yes.
We're back. We're doing this in person. So it feels good. I think we're in a good place. And without further ado, I mean, we can't get into a new episode like this without me giving you your question.
Oh,
Martha.
Of course. How could I forget?
So, Martha, if 2 is company and 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5?
2 is company, 3 is a crowd, 4 and 5 are numbers.
But what numbers?
They're the numbers 4 and 5.
So, technically, you got the answer wrong because the answer is 9.
No. Because
what is
if
4?
That were
4 and 5 is what? 9.
No, 4 and 5 are 4 and 5.
No.
Now 4 plus 5 is 9.
But when you say 4,
so technically your riddle's wrong once again, and I am right. So,
well, you're gonna feel bad when I come up with a better list today because today's episode, we thought a good way to kick off the year is just to talk about what we're excited to see this year. So we're doing our top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. We do want to do a list of 2021. We don't want to leave 21 behind completely.
No,
we don't want to forget it. I mean, we kind of do. I do, but at least the movie-wise, not yet. So once we're thinking maybe like February or some kind, once we've like caught up on the ones we want to see, then we'll put that list out. But until then, this is good for us too, especially like those weeks we were out, we were very busy and stuff. This week, we didn't have to like watch a movie or take any notes or anything. It was just kind of like, okay, just make your list.
Peaceful.
And very peaceful episode, very chill episode. Start the year off just to get ourselves back in the groove.
Yeah, except for 10 minutes ago when I was having to transfer my notes from my phone to...
scrambling to write your notes. So actually, so you were the note writing still, but not quite as much as... Actually, your notes look as long as they do for when we watch other movies. So maybe the note writing was the same for you.
Don't worry.
Anyway, before we get into that, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. So, speaking of that, after our last episode, I believe, was it that same day we saw Sing 2 when we did our last episode?
It was that day.
We posted a out of theater reaction to Sing 2, and it ended up having over, as of right now, 7,000 views. And we went from about 30 subscribers to 44 just off the one video, which, and in hindsight, is not a huge thing, but for us, it's huge.
Why Sing 2? Why not Sing 2?
Have you seen on TikTok people are like unironically stating how masterful Sing 2 is?
It actually was so good, though.
I liked it, but like people are like saying it's like best movie of the year kind of thing.
I saw the tweet where it was like Sing 2 is like beat out The Matrix in the box office.
It beat out The Matrix.
Oh, actually, it's like number 2 right now. Is Spider-Man is number 1, and then number
Sing
2
2 has done very well. Yes,
it's doing really well.
I mean, but The Matrix, man. So I haven't seen the movie yet because I haven't caught up on the other Matrixes yet. But it is doing very bad.
Yeah, I've heard.
Even The Kingsman is beating it, and The Kingsman's not even doing that well either.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sing 2's been doing well, and Spider-Man is obviously just killing it. Like, that's crazy. The last time we did an episode, Spider-Man hadn't even come out yet.
Wow.
And now it's already made like $1 billion and just done crazy stuff.
Crazy.
But anyways, thanks to y'all who have subscribed so far.
Welcome.
I think I'm like, should we just forget the podcast and just do reactions?
Solely do Sing 2 content.
Just Sing 2 content.
Absolutely. I could talk for days about Johnny the Gorilla and his story. Don't even get me started.
I really think whenever we do our inevitable Sing and Sing 2 episode, that would be like our first like 3-hour episode.
Oh, it's going to be the longest episode
I'm sure.
in our history.
We're going to bring on all the guests.
And that's us splitting it into 2 episodes for
that's for each one. No,
yeah,
for each.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about 3 for both. Yeah, you're right.
Crazy, man.
Anyways, Thanks for y'all who watch and for subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. How many times did I just say channel?
Channel.
Anyway, just wanted to shout that out. Martha, this past week or winter break, did you see any movies, TV that kind of...
Did manage to catch some movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
So, I watched a few movies, but a lot of them were mainly reruns. So these are the movies that I've seen for the first time.
Oh, okay.
So the first one, well, actually, these are not in any order. These are just the first that came to my mind.
Sure.
Encanto was one.
Oh, you saw that?
Saw Encanto. I liked it. It's not my favorite. Okay, so here's my thing. Is that my niece was like, oh, it is the best movie ever. It is better than Coco compared to, the
high praise.
The three Hispanic or Latino movies that have ever been made ever.
Right. Hispanic animated. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was expecting this is going to be great because I loved Coco.
Yeah, me too.
And so I went into it with really, really high expectations. It didn't quite hit those expectations, but that doesn't mean that I didn't entirely like it. I did like it. The music to me was interesting because this was music that would come straight off of a Broadway musical.
It's Lin-Manuel Miranda doing the soundtrack.
Yeah, because it's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's not the type of music that you would see in an animated
like in a Disney
movie.
musical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was unexpected. I felt that the plot was a little bit rushed.
Okay.
But overall the storyline is really cute and I like the characters. So that was really nice. I've seen it twice now. I'm trying to get myself more into it.
Okay.
But.
I haven't seen it yet. We were actually planning to go to the theater for a while to see it, and then we saw that it was just on Disney Plus. So we're like, okay, well, we don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Definitely will catch on that soon. To be fair though to Coco though, it is a different studio.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not.
Is it?
It's Pixar, and this was just Disney.
Okay.
So it's a little different, but I get what you're saying. Especially, we don't have a lot of Hispanic. What is this? Book of Life is the other one?
We have Book of Life, Coco, and now Encanto.
So
those are the only three we got.
We got a trilogy. So it's a start, I guess. Okay. What else did you see?
So I also saw, we talked Sing 2.
Oh, yeah. If you have not seen our initial thoughts on Sing 2, like I said,
go watch
Very big hit on our YouTube channel.
If you haven't seen it, where have you been? Because everyone else has.
Everyone else has.
And then I also I was watching Christmas movies. So the first time I've ever seen Love Actually.
I haven't seen that either.
It's not good.
You didn't like it?
I hated it.
Wow. That is like pretty much a lot of people's like standard for like the rom-coms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So wow. Why didn't you like it?
Because I hated every character in this movie except for Colin Firth. Love that man.
Yeah.
Love him. Like all of them do a lot of morally questionable things. Okay. The stories or some of them are just like, but why? Was that necessary? And they're all very quick. I didn't click with me. Did not like it.
No, that's
not a fan. Will not be watching that again.
That I did not expect that reaction. I have no reaction. Like I guess I haven't seen it. I guess I'll wait till next Christmas to check it out and see how we compare.
So
I did not expect that.
Yeah. So
also, I'm surprised that was your first time, but I guess it'll probably be your last.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, me and my mom were like, oh well, let's watch it. You know, it's a chick flick. We're having like a little movie night, and it's Christmas, and we were both like. That was bad, right?
Especially because as much as you deny rom-coms are your thing.
Unfortunately, I think they are. Yeah, I'm slowly coming to that realization. But yeah, so.
Okay. Anything else?
So that was that. And then finally, I left this one for last.
Oh, I know.
Spider-Man.
Of course.
I've never had a reaction like that in theater.
Yeah.
I have never screamed in a theater, and I screamed in the damn theater.
My girlfriend and I, we yelled too. And I've only seen 2 movies in theaters that had reactions like that. That was The Force Awakens and Endgame. Oh. But I think this, came like, that was up.
I cried. Yeah. I screamed. I had every emotion in the book. Like tears, like actual tears. I was sitting next to my niece and she was laughing at me the whole time because I was like, I just can't do this.
No spoilers, of course, but the things that come up, the different kind of twists and surprises you get are all... Good. But the thing, what I love is like, it's not just like a fan servicey kind of thing. Like it supports the story. It supports him.
There certainly is fan servicing.
Yeah, but
it's not over the top.
No, and it's there to actually like carry on a story. Yes. Like it finishes the story. It finishes the arcs of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, the older Spider-Man movies. Like it brings them all together like super well. And like I loved it too. I think it was so good.
So good. But yeah, that's my list of movies that I saw.
I saw that. Let me see what else. I got to pull it up right here. Oh, Technically not a movie, but I did watch the Harry Potter 20th anniversary special.
I haven't seen that yet.
I thought it was pretty good. I wish they did more, like, kind of grouping some of the cast members together, because a lot of it was individual.
Okay.
But the one grouping that obviously is like the best is when it's like Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson. Yeah, they're all three of them together. And like I love the stories that they're telling. They have all the directors from these movies too, and they all kind of talk about their different approaches, like what they wanted to bring.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that.
I thought it was I thought that was really cool, so I enjoyed it. What else? I rewatched Camp Rock. Did not hold up very well.
What? I love that movie. I could watch it 1,000 times.
I also rewatched Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Why?
It was kind of entertaining. I'm not gonna lie to you. So on my flight back from my trip, I finished Toy Story 2 because I hadn't watched it in a long time.
Oh.
And okay, as a kid, I had always, for no particular reason, imagined Toy Story being better than 2, but I think 2 is better than 1. Like Toy Story 2 is so good.
It has been so long since I've seen all the earlier movies.
Yeah.
So
but I mean, they're all classics. Like they're all just amazing movies. Yeah, but loved that. I watched the first Matrix to prep for the new one. I loved it. And I haven't watched the other 2 yet. What else did I see? Oh, in theaters, I did go see Nightmare Alley, which is the new Guillermo del Toro movie.
I see.
And a lot of people are kind of not mixed. I mean, it has positive reviews, but like people don't love it. But I really liked it. I really liked the movie. I think the ending also was really good, like especially with Bradley Cooper. So if you get a chance to see it, I recommend. It's a very darker movie for sure.
It's Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, exactly. Did you ever see Shape of Water or Pan's Labyrinth?
I've seen Pan's Labyrinth, but I've never seen Shape of Water.
Oh, you haven't?
I always meant to watch it, and then I heard really weird things about it, and I was like, I should still watch it, but then I was also kind of like, I don't know.
So what I was gonna say is I didn't love those 2 movies, so I like this more, but I'm definitely the minority on that. But you should check out Shape of Water. I'd be curious. Maybe we could talk about it. Honestly,
yeah, we should do an episode.
Because that'd be. I know why the weird things you're talking about. I know what they are. Fish love, exactly. But yeah, for the most part, that's what I watched this month.
All right.
So yeah. Cool. So, but let's get into what we're gonna watch this year. Woo-hoo! Hopefully, provided that none of these movies. I would not be surprised if at the end of the year we look back on this list and like half these movies are delayed.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But as of right now, these are all slated to come out this year. So we have our list together, our most anticipated movies of 2022. Okay, what did you want to start off?
Yeah.
We'd have some honorable mentions, so we can just go do.
You want to do honorable mentions?
We can do that first. Okay. Yeah.
So, I mentioned a couple Marvel movies in my list. Okay. So any ones that I didn't mention are in my honorable mentions. So like Black Panther, The Marvels, Doctor Strange, like those are.
The Marvels is next year?
I believe so.
Oh.
If I did my research correctly.
I just want to make sure because I think that was 2023.
Is it?
I think. February or early 2023. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Cool. So not that one. All right, the next one. Just because I'm so excited to see if this is going to be like a complete train wreck. The new Mario Brothers movie. I was so excited for that.
I get it. Yeah.
And also, I loved the ones growing up.
The live action one?
The live action one. Like that one was, I remember watching that and just thinking it was the funniest movie to like ever exist. And I haven't watched it since, but if I did, I probably wouldn't hold up. But right. I still love it.
I do want to give it a shot, though.
It holds a nice place in my heart.
Okay.
Knives Out 2. I know that one's...
Oh, yeah. Hopefully that comes out next year through Netflix. The cast they've announced for it is actually really good. I will say, I didn't put it on my list just because it doesn't have a firm release date yet.
Okay.
But if it did, it would definitely be on my list. Daniel Craig's obviously back. Dave Bautista, Edward Norton, Janelle Monáe, Ethan Hawke, Catherine Hahn, Leslie Odom. Oh, yeah, it's good. So good.
All right. The Bad Guys.
Is that an animated
The animated one. It looks actually...
I think it's DreamWorks.
Yeah, it's DreamWorks, which is why I'm so excited about it, because I love DreamWorks.
Oh, we've talked about DreamWorks more times than we should have on this podcast.
Yeah, I love DreamWorks.
I get it.
That is my studio right there. So I love them, so I'm excited to watch that. It looks like it'll be funny. And also, I can't think of his name. The main guy... Oh, what's his name? Oh, God. Okay, I was just about to say how much I love him.
Sam Rockwell?
Sam Rockwell. I love that man.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Ramos, Awkwafina.
In my head, Sam Rockwell is just the kindest soul. I don't know why. Something about him. I
really like him, yeah. Me too.
this next one I'm very, very excited about.
Uh-huh.
Ladybug and Cat Noir Awakening. It is their first like major movie.
What is that? Is that anime?
Ladybug and Cat Noir, you know that stupid kids show I always talk about?
You talk about different ones.
This is true. I talk about a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, Ladybug and Cat Noir, if you have not seen this show, it is the stupidest plot, but also once you start watching it, you cannot stop. I picked up on it because of my niece, and I have not stopped watching it since, and I love it. And they've done a lot of like shorter hour-long movie specials.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like the first like major one, like with the major studio, and they've already released a bunch of stills for it. I'm so excited for it, and I should not be because this is a children's movie.
Is this going in theaters or streaming or what? Do you know?
Honestly, I think it's in theaters actually.
Oh God.
I'm so excited
look
for it.
Look out for the theater reaction to that one, y'all.
It is because it's like for some reason the show has just taken off. Like not just with kids, but with like grown ass adults.
You sure it's just you?
No, I swear. I saw people.
There's a community online.
There is a community. I promise.
Okay, well, I guess I'll understand it more when it gets closer to its release, and then I'm sure I won't hear you. You'll be talking about it nonstop.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild.
That's unanticipated. Looks terrible.
It looks awful, but here's the thing. Those are my favorite movies growing up. I don't think it's going to be good, but I'm still going to watch it. And I'm like, because I have to.
That's fair. And it's streaming, so it's not going to cost you extra money.
Yeah, it's not going to cost me money to watch. So
sure, why not? Throw it in there.
And then my last one is Blonde, which is the
Ana de Armas movie. I hope that,
I'm excited about that one.
Hopefully, whenever that comes out, I'm very excited for it. I love her as an actress. I think she's so good. And her being Marilyn Monroe, I think, is really
so good. The pictures that are coming from it already are just like... Oh.
So I was reading that I think last year they were trying to position it Netflix as like an awards contender, but then they found out the movie is going to be a lot more weird than they were anticipating. They were like, oh my God, this is not going to work for the awards. Oh. So I don't know what they're going to do with it now, but I know we'll see it at some point. It's going to be very good. All right. My anticipated list, my honorable mention is actually very short because the only ones I put on here were the ones that like almost made the list and didn't. So where is that? I am not organized, y'all. Okay. I have Lightyear.
Oh, I forgot to mention that one. Yeah,
that one. So it comes out in June, and it has Chris Evans playing Buzz. And it's kind of like the origin story of that character.
Yeah.
And I saw the trailer for it in the theater, and it actually looks like their animation style, like being in space and everything, looks amazing. So I'm like, I can't wait for that. Turning Red.
Oh, I really want to see that.
It's the other Pixar movie coming out. It looks really cute. Like it comes out in March. It's like I do like their sequels, but you know when they're doing like their original movies, that's when they're like really strong.
Yeah.
And like the last two movies Pixar has put out, like I've loved like Soul and Luca. Like I've loved both of them, so I'm on board for that. And then the last one is Halloween Ends. Oh. This would be in my top 10, but Halloween Kills was such a disappointment that I'm just kind of like, but like I still really like the first Halloween, so like I do want to see where this ends up.
Okay.
But yeah, but those are like my 3 honorable mentions.
Okay.
I would say, and that comes out in October too. But so I was thinking for this list we could just do you want to do like 10, 10, 9, 9, or do you want to do like your 10 through 6, my 10 through 6?
We'll go back
and forth. Okay. Sounds good. So Martha, what is your number 10 most anticipated movie of the year?
Number 10 is Deep Water.
Oh.
And this is the Ben Affleck
and Ana de Armas.
This almost looks like it's like an even darker Gone Girl from like what I've gotten from it.
That would be cool.
Which like I really enjoyed Gone Girl.
Yes. If you haven't seen our Gone Girl episode,
definitely watch that. It's just like it's supposed to be really dark and twisted and like I don't know, I'm excited for it.
I do want to see that, yes.
So
okay.
Should be good.
All right. My number 10 is the Mario movie. Not because I think it's going to be like the best movie of the year, but I don't think I'm more curious about a movie than I am. Like this is the most fascinating movie of the year to me. Like I can see this being an absolute train wreck, but with that cast, it's like how can I not be on this list? So it has Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, Jack Black Bowser, Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. It's an Illumination movie. We just saw Sing 2. Like Illumination's on their A game right now.
I don't know.
Comes out the end of the year, December, right in time for Christmas. Like, how can I not?
I don't want to be excited for it, but I'm so excited.
I'm excited. Like, I'm sorry. It's probably gonna suck.
It's gonna be a train wreck.
But my ass will be in that theater day one. I'm just saying. So
no, yeah, I get it.
So yeah, I have it at number 10. Does not mean I think it's gonna be like a top 10 movie, but I'm more fascinated by this movie than any other movie this year. I really am. So that is my number 10, the Mario movie.
All right, good one, good one.
Thank you.
All right, my number 9 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Is that the A24
Yes.
movie? Okay.
I have no idea what's going on. I see the trailer and I have no clue what's going on.
That trailer was a clusterfuck. Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm like so drawn to it. I'm so excited to watch it. It's what's her name? Michelle Yeoh. She's just playing like a total badass.
Okay.
And I love it because it's like one like an older Asian female lead who is like a great wife and mother and just like ass kicking, and she is just like yes, I love it. And you watch the trailer, no clue what's going on. It makes no sense, but I'm so excited to watch it.
I don't think I've seen the full trailer, but the few seconds I saw, I was kind of
yeah,
which is A24 and
it looks absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
but I'm so excited to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know when that's coming out?
I did not look that far.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. What is it called again? Everything
Everywhere All at Once.
I think it's earlier in the year.
Yeah.
So it's gonna play at South by in March.
Okay.
And end of March it'll be in theaters. Okay. Cool. All right, that'll be fun. Okay, number 9 for you. That was that.
Yes.
Okay, my number 9 is Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh, right.
I liked Fallen Kingdom more than most people. I think we saw it together. Actually, I remember.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. You remember the first half? Like they're on the island. The second half, they're like in that house.
Yeah, I remember the movie. I just don't
remember seeing it
in theaters.
Oh, it's been a while. It was 2018.
Yeah.
So this is almost 4 years later. So this comes out in June. And obviously the ending of Fallen Kingdom is like the dinosaurs are like out in the world. So I'm interested to see where that goes. And they're bringing back the OG cast from the original Jurassic Park.
Nick Robinson?
Jurassic Park. Sorry.
Oh. I'm in.
OG Jurassic Park. Jeff Goldblum hopefully is more than just a glorified camp. They were hyping him up so much in this last movie. He was in it for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but this time apparently he's supposed to have a real role, and Laura Dern too, and Sam Neill. So, yeah. I'm just curious. I'm really curious to see where this goes, this franchise, and then bring it back. The original cast, like what they're gonna do with that story. Is it gonna be the No Way Home of our Jurassic World?
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, that's my number 9, Jurassic World.
All right. My number 8 is Babylon.
Oh.
So this is Margot Robbie is in it.
I've heard of this.
It almost feels like it's like a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because it's like one of those like period pieces that's like
especially with Margot Robbie,
glory days of like Hollywood, or like it's that. And Damien Chazelle, the director of La La Land.
This next movie?
That's his movie.
Oof.
I am so excited to watch this. It is going to be a masterpiece. I'm calling it now. It's going to be a masterpiece.
I love this movie. So
I'm very excited to watch that.
Number 8, Babylon for you. My number 8 is Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. It's the second one.
I'm scared of that one.
So yes, so how I was talking about Mario, like made me really curious about how it's going to turn out and all that. I feel the same way about this, but I do feel confident in it in the sense that the same director as Black Panther, Ryan Coogler, is coming back, and I love his other movies. If you haven't seen Fruitvale Station,
Which one?
Fruitvale Station.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
It's really good with Michael B. Jordan in it. He did first Creed, which I love. So I trust him as a director completely. But I'm just really curious how they're going to handle not only T'Challa as a character, but also how they might tribute Chadwick in the process too. I'm really fascinated what they're going to do from a story perspective.
I just know like so many things have just kind of like gone wrong with it so far.
Yeah, like
actors wise, and
right, with Letitia Wright. And
I'm just really worried. Like I want it to be so good, but it's like I don't know.
I don't know, but I am excited to. It's another one though. I'm really curious, but I am excited. I do think it'll be good, but we'll have to see. To see. But that is my number 8 is Black Panther 2 because it comes out November as well, so towards the end of the year too.
Right. Cool.
Number 7.
Number 7 is The Outfit.
Oh,
I've been very excited.
So
about this movie.
Let me tell you something real quick. I think I've seen. So there's like 2 trailers for this. Mm-hmm. The first one I saw in theaters, and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what movie. I think it was Nightmare Alley. When I saw that in theater, they played the new trailer for The Outfit, and I'm like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
It hooked me. I was
put Dylan O'Brien in anything, and I'm gonna watch it.
Honestly, seeing him was like, okay.
Dylan O'Brien.
Mark Rylance.
My heart.
Yeah.
I am Dylan O'Brien. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Oh, that's the only whatever he's in. That's number 5. Top 5.
Yeah. Move on.
No. But I I think the plot wise too, like
Mobsters.
Mobs is kind of not mystery. I don't really know how to describe it. Is it kind of like a thriller? I don't really know the kind of look of it.
I wouldn't even know how to describe it.
I don't know, but yeah, I think it's an original movie. I'll take it, you know?
Mobsters and fashion, my two favorite things.
There you go. Yeah. Well, okay. That's number 7.
That's number 7.
And I think it comes out next month, February.
I hope.
It's pretty soon. I think it's pretty
so.
soon. All right. My number 7 is Nope. This is the new Jordan Peele movie coming out in July. And this has Daniel Kaluuya coming back to work with him again. Keke Palmer, Steven Yeun. So apparently some of the scenes are going to be shot with IMAX, so it's going to look amazing. Yeah. So I will tell you this. I was not a big fan of Us. I mean, also haven't seen it in a very long time. I did want to rewatch it, but I didn't love Us when we saw it. Okay. Love Get Out. Love Get Out. So, and even though I didn't love Us, like Jordan Peele definitely has his vision as director. So like I will, even though it didn't work for me, I still like really liked what he put into that as a director. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. I think it looks, they literally dropped the poster for this like a year before its release date. Like they're like, we know you want to see this. This is exactly. So I will, I 100% be there.
100%.
I think like he's probably the horror director that has me the most excited, I guess.
No, for sure.
In terms of everything. So yeah, that is my 7.
Number 7.
Okay.
All right. So my number 6 is Don't Worry, Darling.
Harry
Styles, Florence Pugh. Say no more. That's it. That's all I needed to hear. And for it to be like a kind of creepy sort of thing.
Because they posted like a little, like, not a trailer, but it was kind of like
I don't even know what to call it, but
but did you see that?
I did, yes. I've been okay. So here's the thing: I follow people on social media who are very avid followers of Harry Styles, so they post about him like every minute. So I have been aware of this movie since it was just barely in the works.
When it was first announced, getting cast and all that.
And so more I have seen these people talk about this movie, I'm getting more and more excited about it. So I'm brainwashed into thinking this is gonna be a blast.
And then his girlfriend Olivia Wilde is directing it, which I really like Booksmart. So this is her first movie since that. Yeah. So.
Booksmart.
I'm definitely looking forward to that too. And Florence Pugh, you can't go wrong with her.
Florence Pugh, I love her.
But I'm also very curious to see how Harry Styles do as an actor because I liked him a lot in Dunkirk, but it wasn't much. Obviously this role is gonna be a lot meatier for him, so I'm curious to see. Oh well, he was. I guess spoiler alert. He was in the Internals for a little bit. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. What number was that?
That was number 6.
Okay, number 6 for me. Number 6 is Scream, and it's literally coming out next week, and I'm so excited. Yes. So, if y'all don't know me, you would know. Or if you do know me, I don't know what I just said. If y'all know me, Scream is my favorite horror movie of all time. It's in my top 10 favorite movies ever. 2, 3, and 4 obviously do not reach those heights, but I still love them all for what they do. So, what had me originally worried about the idea of a new Scream was that Wes Craven, who directed all those, passed away. But they got the directors of the movie Ready or Not to do this movie. Ooh. And I love Ready or Not. I literally rewatched it a week or 2 ago and loved it even more. So if anyone can do this horror comedy thing that Scream does, it's them. Okay. And then you have the cast coming back, Neve Campbell and David Arquette and Courtney Cox. They're all back. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but I
have really high hopes for this.
But with those directors, I feel confident. I'm confident in it. I'm not gonna assume it's gonna be amazing or anything, but I'm hoping.
So here's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And while we're at it, let me just skip ahead to my number 5, which is also Scream.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, I mean I've loved the original Screams and just everything about these movies, and I think the beauty of it is the fact that they're not the best. They're not supposed to be these just really well-made horror movies. No. They're supposed to be cheesy.
I think the first. I will say the first one I think is though.
Well, I mean,
but
okay.
I know what you mean. The idea of it being kind of a. I wouldn't call it a satire. I mean, is it a satirical?
Yeah, I would say so.
I would say so,
because a lot of it is very like, oh, are you gonna kill me now, Mr. You know, like things like that, and it's like playing on like the horror movie tropes.
Yeah, because I wouldn't call them parodies. A parody is a scary movie. This is more like a satire on horror. This is more like
satire and horror, and they do such a good job with it in the originals that I have really high hopes for this new one, and I think they're gonna do wonderful with it.
I really hope so, because something else I was wondering too is that I feel like all the other Scream movies have had more of a reason to exist in terms of like what they're satirizing. Is that the word? Like the first one's just kind of talking about horror movies in general. Scream 2 is about horror sequels.
Yes.
Scream 3 is like ending like a horror trilogy, and then the fourth Scream was like reboots.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this not also like like I wonder what kind of approach they're gonna take.
Yeah, how are they gonna do this?
But I'm excited for that. I'm just like really curious like how they're gonna approach it, and I mean I'm excited. Like the trailer hooked me too. So.
Oh yeah. I'm so excited.
So that's your 5?
Yeah, that's my number 5.
Higher than me. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
And I'm the one over here like loving Scream.
I also love Scream. It's one of my favorite.
No, we both love. Yeah, you're right.
I have a poster of it, but I can't reach it right now.
You have a poster?
Mm-hmm. One of my friends gave it to me. For my
I don't have a Scream poster.
Christmas? I don't know.
Lucky. All right. My number 5 is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. No spoilers, but especially after the events of No Way Home, this really interested me. Yeah. This comes out in May, directed by Sam Raimi, who did the OG Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. So I trust him with comic book movies. I didn't really like Spider-Man 3, but it's still... whatever. Also, following the events of WandaVision, I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do with Wanda as a character as well.
I love all the memes that are coming out of the trailer where it's like, I know I made mistakes, and it's like, yeah, that's great for you, sweetie, but like that's not what I'm here for. Just, I know. They're making it really funny.
Because like, why are you here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is gonna do really interesting things with like the whole multiverse aspect of it, and how that's gonna play into the Marvel universe. And I believe it's the next MCU movie we're getting. So, I mean, I'm going to look forward to that.
Yeah, it is.
All right. But, yeah, that's my number 5, Doctor Strange 2. Also, the first Doctor Strange is really good, too. I'm sure you've seen it.
I know. I really enjoyed the first Doctor Strange.
I liked it a lot. So, the visual effects, too, I'm sure are going to be freaking insane. Because, actually, my favorite, like, visual effects from No Way Home were, like, kind of the Doctor Strange kind of moments.
Those
multiverse really stuff. Yeah. But, yeah. Okay.
Definitely agree.
Number 5.
Did not make it on my list, but I put that in my honorable mentions for sure. But, yeah. Okay, so, number 4 for me is Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. So here's my thing. Here's the thing. First Fantastic Beasts movie, I loved it.
It's a lot of fun.
Second one, harder to love.
Trash.
But so here's the thing. These movies are unfortunately not made for the everyday casual Harry Potter viewer.
Absolutely not.
These are made for the avid fans who know every single detail of the books and the movies, such as I. I've dedicated many years of my life to the story of Harry Potter, so I know everything there is to know about Harry Potter. I know all the lore, all of that. So for me, all of that is easier to understand. That's not to say I wasn't confused, because I was confused as hell, and I still have questions because things are not adding up, and I am trying to figure out how that was going to work. But whatever.
Sense.
No, but I mean, like, it doesn't make sense in that, like, it doesn't even follow the original storyline.
No, they're doing their own thing here.
So like, but like they're too far ahead that they can't do something like that. So they have something planned. I just can't figure out what it would be. So I'm just so curious about how they're going to follow up and how they're going to answer my questions.
That's fair.
My specific questions that I have about it.
Just your question.
That's why I have it so far up on my list, because I need to know. I need to know.
I got you. This did not make my list because I thought the second Fantastic Beasts was terrible. Mm-hmm. We saw it in the theater together with Brianna and her sister, and literally you and her sister were like all in on it with the lore, like you were saying, like it's made for like you, like those kind of fans. And Brianna and I were just staring there like, what's the point of all this? Like, I'm bored. Mm-hmm. Which is disappointing because the first one, I did like the first one quite a bit. Like, I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah. So these movies clearly, like, they should be able to appeal to a wide audience. Like, there's no reason why this should be just honestly fan service.
Yeah,
for Harry Potter fans.
Straight fan service.
So, but I will say, I do feel a little more confident in this one. I don't think J.K. Rowling is writing the script for this one.
Yeah,
which is a good thing.
Harry Potter wrote Harry Potter himself.
Right.
It's Daniel Radcliffe.
Exactly. And unfortunately, even though Johnny Depp isn't back playing it, which I was just wondering, we didn't get to see much of him, but I thought he was good.
Yeah.
They did get Mads Mikkelsen, who is a great actor in his own right. Very good. So he's gonna do great. I'm not worried about him. So I think that role's fine. Just narratively, it's just a little harder for me to get excited about these movies right now. Especially like watching the Harry Potter special, I was just like, I wish we just got more Harry Potter movies. I know why. I'm not saying we should get them, but like I just wish.
Make the what is it?
Cursed Child.
I heard that
wasn't. Was that good?
I never saw it, so I don't know.
Oh, did you read do you have that book with the script?
I don't even have that.
My sister, I think we have it somewhere in our house if you want to read it. And you can tell me if it's good because I don't want to read it.
I'll do a book review on that. But you know what? Scratch all of that. Let's just like pull the original cast of a Harry Potter musical and make that into a motion picture because that is the most beautiful.
I'd be more excited for that than Fantastic Beasts 3. I'm gonna be honest with you.
If you have never seen a Harry Potter musical and like I think there's the sequel and there's a couple of them. Hilarious. Star Kid Productions. Watch any of their shows. They're absolutely hilarious. All of their productions are on YouTube. So definitely watch those if you have.
I'd rather hopefully when we go see Fantastic Beasts 3, they show that on the big screen instead of whatever this movie will be.
I would pay good money for that.
No, but in all seriousness, I mean, this comes out actually in April, like a lot earlier in the year than I was expecting, and I mean, we'll go see it in theaters. So hopefully, I'm hoping it's good too.
Yeah.
But I get why it's high on your list, especially. I mean, you did. You did walk out the second one enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you are like invested in what's happening.
I am.
And hopefully this one reinvests me. I don't know if they're gonna make more after this one. If it's bad, I hope.
They are. I think they signed up for 5 movies.
5.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
What? Okay. Anyway, that was your number 4.
Yes.
My number 4 is Creed 3.
Okay.
I love the first Creed, and I wasn't expecting to love the second one, but I did. Like, I love these Creed movies. Like, to me, they just. I don't know why. I'm not a boxing fan. I don't even love the Rocky movies like that. I think they're fun, but I don't love them like that. But these ones like speak to me so much more personally, and I don't know why that is, but they do. And then Michael B. Jordan is actually directing this. It's his first movie as a director. It reminds me of how Stallone like directed his Rocky movies.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It excites me. These movies just do something to me when I see them, and like I can't explain what it is, but I love these movies. Comes out in November. Yeah. So I mean I can't wait for it.
Okay.
So. Creed 3. I wish it was number 3. So we Creed 3 number 3. I couldn't quite do it, but anyway.
Couldn't quite do it. All right. Well, my number 3 is Nope, which we talked about.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, I unlike you, I really did enjoy Us.
Yeah.
I think he's an absolute genius of a director. I am so excited to watch this next one.
Okay.
So yeah.
I do. Yeah. See, did Brianna like it?
I don't remember.
I remember when we saw it together.
Yeah.
I remember leaving like disappointed in it, and I think you liked it.
I really liked it. Yeah.
I do want to watch it again. Honestly, maybe before it even comes out, we could do it for the show.
Yeah.
Especially because even if I rewatch it and don't like it, there's so much to break down in regards to its messaging in it. I mean, that's the thing with Jordan Peele too. Like, I'm sure whatever.
There's so much going on with it. It's genius.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as much as I didn't enjoy myself with that movie, like, there's still so much that he brought to that.
You have to acknowledge. Yeah. Is good. Yeah.
So I'm sure Nope will be the same way, whatever that movie ends up being about. So that's the thing.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Whatever the hell it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 3 is Thor: Love and Thunder. Bro, the Ragnarok, easily the best Thor movie. Which I liked the first Thor. Second one was not good.
Oh, we don't talk about that one. Did not happen.
Did not enjoy that one.
No.
But the Thor Ragnarok was a lot of fun. Taika Waititi coming back as director. This comes out in July. Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna be in this movie. Chris Pratt and not Zoe Saldana because her character's dead for now. Who else is Natalie Portman is back, which that's gonna be interesting how they address that. And then Christian Bale as the villain.
What?
Like what else? What else do you need? What else do you need? So yeah, this is my most anticipated. So as you can see, all the Marvel movies are in my top 10.
Yeah.
Because I just love the MCU. But that is my most anticipated Marvel movie of the year. I think it's gonna be so much fun to watch, and I have really high hopes and a lot of confidence in it. So
yep.
Cannot wait for that.
Yeah. Funny enough, that is my number 2.
Oh, there you go. I knew it had to be on your list somewhere.
Thor Ragnarok is probably one of my favorite Marvel movies. Or probably like it.
I'd argue it's the funniest.
It is the funniest. It's genius. It never misses. I've watched that movie I don't even know how many times. I could probably recite it to you because I've seen it so many times. I love it, and so I'm so excited about this. Like, it's gonna be so good.
Yes. I cannot wait.
Very excited. So
all
that's
right.
number 2.
I think I have an idea now what your number 1 is. We'll see though. because I think it is my number 2.
Probably.
It's the Batman.
No.
It didn't make your list at all?
Didn't make my list. I don't like DC movies. I refuse to watch them.
Well, think you're gonna miss out with this. Also, you don't watch Robert Pattinson movies either.
I refuse to watch a Robert Pattinson movie because I'm sure he is the best actor, but I will only ever know him as Edward from Twilight because I think it's hilarious and it pisses people off.
I will make us watch one on this show. I don't care. I do not care. But Batman is my number 2. Comes out in March. The director is Matt Reeves, who did War and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which are both really good. Robert Pattinson is Batman. Come on. And then the trailers. Dude, I've seen the trailer multiple times in theaters. I saw it once like in the IMAX and one like I think in front of Spider-Man. It was just blew my mind like visually and just seeing all the action that's going down on screen with Robert Pattinson. I think Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It looks like such a badass movie.
It does.
Especially because the DC universe in the last couple of years has not been the best thing. I think the best DC movie has come out the last couple of years is not in the universe.
Shazam!
Oh, no, it is in the universe.
I love Shazam.
Shazam was good.
I love that one.
But Joker. I love Joker. And that one wasn't even part of the continuity that the universe was establishing. I will say Zack Snyder's Justice League, that 4-hour cut or whatever, if you can sit through it, it's actually really good. But it is very long. But yeah, not the biggest DC fan in terms of their movies, but their characters are like the characters have so much potential for good movies.
Exactly.
And I think the Batman will fulfill that. I really do. It looks amazing.
My problem with DC is the fact that they get pretty people to play good characters. They don't get good actors to play good characters. And that's where they screw up. And that's where they've continued to screw up over and over again.
I think some of the actors have been good. I like Ben Affleck as Batman a lot. Henry Cavill is a really good Superman. I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Gal Gadot, I think you could...
I heard really bad things about Aquaman, really.
The movie?
I never saw it.
I think it's a good movie. I enjoyed it for what it is. I'm not saying they're... But obviously, I think the Marvel actors are better at fulfilling those roles. I also think some of that has to do with script and everything like that. But for the most part, I like most of the actors they cast. Ezra Miller, even as the Flash, he's good too. I like him as that. Gal Gadot, I mean, she's alright.
She's pretty.
I mean, sure. So, right. But Robert Pattinson, I think, also too, with the casting of like these side movies seem better. Like Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Robert Pattinson is Batman. I think that's perfect casting. Yeah. So, I think they're getting better. I think Colin Farrell is like the Penguin. And they put like a shit ton of makeup on him. Penguin? Yeah, because is there Riddler in this? Who's on the cast for this movie?
I think both.
I think it's
Penguin and Riddler.
Paul Dano is Riddler. Okay. Yeah, Andy Serkis is Alfred.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Okay. The only Batman movie I'll be watching is Lego Batman. I hope I made so many people just go like.
So the only reason why it's not on your list is because you're not into the DC. Did you like Joker?
Oh, I actually really liked Joker. No, I probably will end up watching this Batman just because.
Probably on HBO Max.
But just for the joke of it, I like to say that no, I refuse.
I will be there in theaters because it looks amazing. But yeah, the Batman is my number 2. So Martha, I don't know what your number 1 is.
My number 1 is now I'm worried. I'm like this. I did check that this comes out next year or this year.
I can double check for you after you.
Pretty sure, but it's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh. I did forget. So that didn't make my list.
Okay.
Which will probably anger people, but I don't care.
I loved Spider-Man. I loved
It's the Spider-Verse? It was really good.
It was absolutely incredible. I love Tom Holland. I love these new Spider-Man movies. But honestly, I think this one might be my be my favorite Spider-Man movie.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it. It's just everything about it. It's the visuals of it, and I'm so excited for this next one. And it's just all gonna really tie together.
Yeah.
And just so.
And it's
excited.
part 1, meaning there's gonna be a part 2.
I know.
So I definitely can see it visually. I mean, when I saw it in theaters, I thought the visuals were fantastic. Yeah. As much as I really liked it, I did feel like when I saw it was overhyped for me. I liked it a lot, but I didn't love it as much as most people did, which is why it's not on my list. Because I am excited to see it, but my excitement level is not the highest because I didn't love it. Mm-hmm. But I get why it's on your list. It's probably high on a lot of people's lists, especially it looks like it's gonna do pretty similar things to what the first one did, and especially it did everything pretty well in that one.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna see that return in this one for sure. I'm
really excited.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, I forgot about it because I didn't put it on my list, but that is coming out this year. Yeah.
All right, okay. So that was my list. That's my number one.
All right, my number one is Babylon.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know how to play it off when you. I didn't expect it to be on your list, so I had to play it off. But that is no question my number one of the year. Yeah. So, and also if you know me, I love Whiplash to death.
Yes.
Love La La Land to death. First Man for me isn't quite those heights, but I still love First Man. I don't know if have you seen it?
I didn't watch that one. No.
It's fucking good. I love Damien's work. It's Margot Robbie. It's Brad Pitt. It's Tobey Maguire is in it too.
I know.
Set in the golden age of Hollywood. He's writing again, which I love when he writes and directs. His whole creative team is back. His editor, his cinematographer, his composer for the music. I can't ask for anything better. It's coming out the end of the year, December. So it'll probably be like the last movie I see this year or first one next year. I don't know what, but
it's gonna be good.
I cannot wait.
It's gonna be
cannot wait for Babylon. So yeah, that was like easily like when I saw that was coming out this year, I was like,
check.
That was a check.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number one.
Very good.
For this year is Babylon.
Good lists.
I think we have some good lists. I think
a couple overlapping, so we'll see those together.
Let's see what overlap we have. Mario was in your honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Black Panther was an honorable mention. Nope and Scream were both on our list. Thor was on your list.
Yes.
And Babylon. Okay. Yep. Batman didn't make your list. Creed, I get it didn't make your list because if you haven't seen those.
Yeah, I haven't seen those.
Doctor Strange, surprised I didn't make your list.
Like I said, it's in my honorable mentions. I don't maybe because it was like it's just very immediate back to back that I'm like excited for it, but not as excited for it as other Marvel movies.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I'm still very excited for it. Like that's
like for me, I'd probably have Black Panther over it if I was more confident on how that movie was going to turn out.
I'm just so scared about that one. I'm really worried, but hopefully it'll turn out okay.
And the Jurassic World, I get why it's not in your top 10. I've always had a soft spot for these movies.
I liked the first one. The second one did not like it as much, but I didn't hate it. I didn't see why it got so much dislike from that.
Like strong dislike?
Yeah. I didn't quite see that.
I thought in a lot of ways it was better than the first Jurassic World. At least I guess I just appreciated that it tried to do something different than just a normal Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
But I guess, I get it though. They're not perfect movies, but
they're certainly not.
But yeah,
they work.
That's our list.
Yeah, those are our lists. We're done. Very excited. That's it. Bye.
Bye. No. But yeah, those are our top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. I guess we'll see how many of those come out this year, like we said at the top of the show. Yeah. But I can't wait. Hopefully, we can see plenty of these together in the theater. Keep doing our reactions, which you should see. Our out of theater reactions. Those are fun to do. Yeah. We're actually gonna see a movie today. If you want to do one.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll have another one out. Hopefully, we'll get a million more followers.
I hope so. Better. So. Or if not, I'm just gonna cancel the show.
Yeah, I'll just cancel it. It's fine.
Right. Anywho, but yes. So that is our list. Comment down below what's your list. We want to know.
Yeah. What movies
are y'all looking forward to this year? There's a lot of competition, and talk about how much you don't want to see me on here anymore because I didn't put Spider-Verse in my list. But
yes.
It's okay.
Let's all throw hate at Caesar, please. That would make my day.
Very much so. But before y'all do that, let me announce the next movie for next week.
Oh, yes. Very excited.
So something we have not done as much on this show, which we want to do more of, is talk about more current movies too. Because I think a lot of these new movies that come out kind of create their own conversations that I think would be really interesting for us to take a part in as well and see where we fit into things.
Yes.
So having said that, our next episode is going to be
Don't Look Up.
Yes. So this is the newest Netflix movie, huge cast and everything like that. Cast. I've already seen it. You have not seen it yet.
I have not seen it.
But I'm very excited to watch it again because it's definitely sparked quite the conversation online.
Yes.
Definitely going to be an awards contender moving forward too. So yeah. So if you have not seen it, it is on Netflix. It's already pretty huge on Netflix. I think it's one of their biggest launches ever.
Yeah.
So maybe you have seen it by now, but if you haven't, check it out.
For sure.
So without further ado, and having said that, I said without ado.
Without ado.
We are on every single audio streaming platform you can think of. So if you have Spotify, if you listen through iTunes, Apple Podcasts. I
bet there's one that they could think of that isn't on there.
Yeah, that's fair. If you're not on there, well, let us know what it is, and we'll try to get on there.
We won't.
Because we want to... Okay. Well, find us. on all those platforms. You can find our audio version on there. If you enjoy the video version more, you can find us here on YouTube. You can like, comment, subscribe. Please do that. Join the family. We're at 44 subscribers as of the beginning of the year. We want to see, what's our goal? We need a goal for the end of the year.
We should have a goal. I want at least 62.
I was wondering if you were going to go higher or lower. I was going to say 100.
I'm reasonable here.
You're reasonable, which is fair. But, 100 would be about a little more than double what we have right now.
Yeah, I do not have that much confidence in us.
I'm trying to be confident. We'll see what happens. But if you want to help us make that goal come to life, come alive. Subscribe.
Beep boop bop.
Beep boop bop. I can't talk right now. It's literally like every time we take a gap between episodes, I'm like, each subscribe. Bye. It's terrible. Finally, follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at NYWire Screen. Those are our social medias. We'll keep y'all posted on new episodes and all the things like that. But yeah, anything else you want to say before we head out today?
Skitty bop bop. Bop bop.
Bye.